Welcome back to Trading with CJ. It's been a little while since we spoke about HCMC, but never fear, today we're going to give you a HCMC update, guys. We've spoken about this one so many times on this channel, but yeah, we haven't had much news over the course of the last week, but I'm going to fill you in today with everything that is going on, what we're waiting for this company, what are the key dates. Also, what have I done with my position? Am I holding it still? Have I sold out or have I added some more? We're going to go into all of that. And yeah, just a little update to, keep you going with exactly what we are waiting for. Because there's not been much news, people are starting to panic with this one. Should we sell because we've not heard anything? Well, that's what we're going to get into. If you appreciate all of this, please go ahead and smash a like and subscribe to my channel. That really is appreciated. Also have a free Discord with a HCMC channel where you can join. And very, very recently, just literally a couple days ago, I launched a brand new Patreon where you get access to exclusive videos, exclusive content, live streams, and my buys and sells. You can check that out. Feel free to join that as well. I'll link that in the pinned comment. That really is appreciated. So let's get into this one. We are talking about HCMC. The share price, it has been barcoding every single day, up and down, okay? Not fluctuating by a lot, I must admit, but we are still pretty much hovering around the same mark at the moment. If we look at the course of this week alone, we are pretty much around 0.00141516. It hasn't moved too much considering the ride we have been on with this one. We did go quite high up on this, and we are just sitting around the 0.0014 at this moment in time, okay? And that's to be expected. Do we expect this to drop down a bit more? Potentially, yes, but I think we're used to the ride already with HCMC. What are the key dates we are waiting for? First off, we already know about the motion to dismiss. That was filed by Philip Morris, and then HCMC and Philip Morris came to a joint agreement to extend this. We now should be hearing from HCMC anytime now. We could either hear from them today or by Monday. By Monday is the deadline. If they do not respond until after Monday, then this could easily get ruled out because they haven't answered to the motion to dismiss. So we will be hearing a response from them, and then the next part of that is waiting for Philip Morris to reply to them again, which they have until the 16th of April. This is a long process. We're not going to be seeing any quick gains in this company because it is a long process. HCMC can either do two things here. They can either just completely file against it, or they can file a completely new claim. They can respond with, a counter argument to Philip Morris as well. Hopefully they're going to put a bit more facts in their next response, not just a straight up, no, we want to go to court kind of thing. Hopefully they are going to give us a bit more information and give the court a bit more information. We have all that to look forward to. But yeah, this is going to be a process. 16th of April then, Philip Morris, and then we have to wait for the court to answer to the motion to dismiss. Bearing in mind, hopefully that all goes ahead. And that could take, there's no time limit on that right now, okay? That could take a while. We have to remember the ruling from the PM/BAT, the British American Tobacco case, is on May the 14th. So that's when we should be hearing something from that. So that's been a long going on case, okay? And some of these cases can take years and years. So I don't think we're going to see a quick result, but hopefully, healthy choices are going to give us something more when they do respond to this motion to dismiss. So yeah, that's what we want from these companies. We want to get some good news here from HCMC because I am still invested in this company, okay? And my position is small, a very small position. However, I don't want to lose my money here. I want to make crazy gains. We are already sitting on some nice gains, and I want this to go to the moon. I want people to become rich of HCMC, but nevertheless, I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research when investing into the stocks. Like I said, this is still one of my smallest positions. So let's go into a couple of bits of news. We haven't really had much. However, all we have had really in the last week or so is HCMC's Twitter account. They have got a Twitter account. Started to be a bit more public, forgetting about the lawsuit aside. If you're a long-term investor, this is a good thing because they've been selling out. They've been putting offers on their Q-Cup offer, exclusive 72-hour offers. Use this code to get a free 5Q, etc., etc. So they've been doing a bit of promotion going on, which is good to see, especially if you are investing in this company for the long term and not purely relying on the lawsuit because they're trying to sell their products, okay? So that's a good bit of news there. And they say this past weekend, and also they say they've now gained over 21,000 followers. So I guess they're building up their marketing strategy here, which is good from HCMC. We'd like them to put a bit more out. But anyway, that is not worth making an entire video on for sure. But what did come out yesterday, you may have seen it if you are, deep diving into HCMC. Also, it's been all over our Discord channel. Like I say, you can come and join us in there. Julian Saunders, we spoke about this guy numerous times. He is a very bull on HCMC. So we have to bear that in mind when reading this article. He is not batting for both sides here. He is a bull for HCMC. However, he has posted lots of very, very interesting DD and research with somebody else named as Irish Tiger. Okay, two of these combined. So this is not my DD here, but I do want to share this with you because it is very interesting to read, I must admit. He's been hyping up this PM Bombshell for a little while, and I just want to briefly touch on this. I don't want to make a whole video, but I just want to give you a little insights of what is currently going on and why this price may be fluctuating a bit more and what people are talking about out here, okay? The DD is, like I say, Irish Tiger and Julian Saunders. And basically, he's dropped this PM Bombshell, he calls it. And if we just read out these 2 pages here, he says basically, PM do not have a patent for their iQOS device in the USA. But the FDA have gave them approval to sell their iQOS device in the USA because it presented device does not go above 350 degrees Celsius. So that's what they've got. They don't have a patent, but they have been allowed to sell it, and that was on April 2019 because it does not go above 350 Celsius. A year later, or August 2020, that they was granted an EU patent. And here is the quote from the EU patent regarding the temperature range. The electrical energy is supplied to the heating element until the heating element or heating elements reach a temperature of between approximately 250 to 440 degrees Celsius. 350 degrees does sit in that. However, it does not go above that. So when you're saying here that it's going to go to 440, that's obviously above 350, which means technically there from the outset, it's breaching the USA patent rights. Now, I must admit, we are reading this from Julian Saunders' point of view. It is good DD. It is very good DD. But we don't know how much is missing from this. We don't know how much, we're not reading into on this, etc. Please do take this with a pinch of salt. I'm just sharing with you the current information that has been provided. They say none of what we are presenting is left to interpretation. This is not our opinion. In fact, it is based on legal documents all filed by PM themselves. And for the purposes of the iQOS device and verify scientific and financial publications. So I do want to quickly show you through some of this. We're not going to read it all, but there's about 20 pages. I will leave all of this linked below. But if you don't want to read it and you want to get generally what he's trying to say here, we'll go through it for you. So the first document here is the motion to dismiss, and in brief here, in this document, they basically say that it does not exceed 350 Celsius, which is what it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be exceeding it because that was the USA agreement, okay? And they go on to say here that combustion cigarettes occur between 470 and 812. So they're saying that there is no combustion within this because it does not exceed that Celsius. The next one here is the iQOS European patent. Once again, they mention 250 to 440 degrees Celsius, nothing specifically mentioned the 350, okay? The next one is the same for the Japanese patent. They say that there's no mention of the 350 degrees Celsius. I know you're thinking, why is this all relevant? But we will go into this. It is pretty self-explanatory what they're trying to put out here, but we will break it down, okay? The next one here is the USA application, okay? And this is the patent application, which of course we want to look at. 16th of September 2020. In this patent application, is highlighted where it says it. They clearly say that it reaches between 250 and 440 degrees Celsius, and even make a point of comparing it to the combustion of a tobacco and cigarette paper, which could reach up to 800. Once again, no mention there of the specific 350 mark. However, this is the FDA approval. This is what is allowing them to sell this product, okay? And in the FDA approval, there is no mention here of it being able to operate between the 250 and 440 degrees. Which is big, okay, because that's what they're saying in all of these different patent agreements or all of these different applications, that it does go between the 250 and 440. There is no mention of it being allowed to go between that range on the actual FDA approval. This was quite an important slide here that I read into, and I thought it was pretty interesting if this is correct, okay. The scientific studies, like an independent paper from 2 universities. And what he states here is there's 3 different temperatures: pipe temperatures, cigarette temperatures, and cigar temperatures. Tobacco begins to burn at the point depending on the environment. And there's different temperatures here. So for cigarettes, it's 470. And we already know that they're comparing it to a burning of a cigarette from one of their previous documents. They've compared this product to a burning of a cigarette. And they say here that 470 degrees Celsius is for cigarettes, not 350, okay? And he goes on to say, if you're comparing apples, you have to compare them to other apples. Cigarettes to cigarettes, 470 is 470. It's not apples to bananas. So Maybe they just put that in there and they didn't read the small print, but a cigarette means 470 degrees, not the 350. So there is 2 points to this, what Julian is presenting. The first one here is the fact that they aren't saying that this doesn't go above the 350, which it shouldn't do. However, it can go up above that. That's their number one. And the second point here is this. I can't say this word, pyrolysis. Apologies if that is incorrect. They are basically saying here that this operates at temperatures between 200 and 600 degrees, and it contradicts the claim tobacco pyrolysis is minimized in IQOS, although IQOS operates at temperatures. So that's what they're saying there. Pyrolysis does happen in IQOS products, and here's a definition. It is considered the first step in the process of gasification or combustion. And PM claims that there is zero combustion with the IQOS device. HCMC's patent is for partial combustion. That's the key difference here. PM, zero combustion. HCMC, partial combustion. So, this claims that pyrolysis is minimized, okay? It does never claim that there is zero combustion. There is pyrolysis in IQOS, and pyrolysis does mean combustion. First step of combustion, but nevertheless still combustion. Just have a look at their summary here. The IQOS patent temperatures range between 250 to 440. Nowhere in any of the patents does it mention the 350. Nowhere in the FDA does it mention that it should go to 440. PM has withheld this information from the FDA. PM conveniently left out 35 harmful and potential harmful constitutes from its toxicity report to the FDA. I want to read out this, and once again, this is only their opinion. I've said this, okay, all of this. I'm just sharing this with you because I know a lot of people are asking me about this, and they want me to kind of like just understand what's going on, read it out rather than having to read through all this wordy information. And it is broken down very well, and I do get what they're saying here, okay? However, we do have to take this, of course, on face value. We don't know exactly what we're missing from this. We are presented with these 15 different pages, and that's what we can read, okay? However, they've done a lot of DD for sure. Somebody's actually asked Julian Saunders right here in reply to this. My issue is on the US patent app, it says that with a temperature sensor and control circuit, they can control the temperature to be between 250 and 440 range. So they could control it to be 350 if they wanted to. And in the FDA app, it says the combination with uniquely processed tobacco can burn at the 350 temperature. This guy here, Jimmy, his name is on Twitter, has gave an alternative counter argument to that of why that might be the case. So I'm not, I'm not completely sold on this. I wouldn't ever for sure base an investment on this. I just want to present the facts. I also want to give you one of our thoughts from one of our moderators in our HCMC chat, and this is from 𝐏𝐚𝐭𝐫𝐞. He says, don't focus too much on what Julian said in his Bombshell report. I challenged him on some of the details, things like declaring operative temperatures. Could be a trade secret, thus that not declared in the FDA application, which is very, very true. The FDA would have been told about it though. It doesn't have to be declared because it is a trade secret. And when I challenged the pyrolysis point by asking if it is definitely the tobacco combustion or one of the filler items combustion, he pretty much ran out of things to argue. I'm not saying he's wrong, but at the same time, if his bombshell piece can't stand up to scrutiny, I don't think it can be trusted as the smoking gun he's making it out to be. So, that is very true, okay? Like I say, I just want to present what's going on because it is good DD, but we don't know exactly what's not being shown here, how much digging into this. They don't have to necessarily present these things, so that is just worth considering. So, I wanted to bring up the update. We are still waiting for a reply from HCMC. We could get it today, or we could get it on Monday morning, most likely Monday. At the moment, everything seems to be last minute, so that's probably what we're going to get. What am I doing with my position? I have actually added more to my position. I bought more. I believe it was the start of the week. I posted out on the Discord when I did buy. I added about another 400,000 shares or something like that to this position. So it's still one of my smallest positions, I must admit. But it has now got, fairly bigger, fairly larger. So, and the reason for that is I haven't got any inside knowledge. I don't know exactly what is going on in this company. However, a lot of my other positions on these dips have been getting larger and larger. So I wanted to add more to HCMC as well. But nevertheless, it is still a small position, and you should always do your own research because I'm not a financial advisor. I will give you an update, of course, when we get the HCMC update. We'd like to keep you updated with this one. We've been done lots and lots of videos. You can check out all the previous videos if you want to know more about this company. Like I said, come and join us on a Patreon. I did launch this a few days ago. I'll leave a link to that. You can check it out. You get lots of exclusive benefits, and we have a free Discord as well. You can come and join us on that. If you could smash a like and subscribe to my channel, that is really appreciated. Thanks for watching, and until next time.